Hello yogis. In this video, I will demo and guide you through a little morning movement. Or actually you can use it any time of day. If you like just some slow movement, for 15-20 minutes, we'll be focusing on 3 benefits of this movement. First, stretch the spine in all 6 directions. Secondly, activate the core. And third, awaken the breath and connect the mind-body movement. Ready to go? We will start on our backs. So, find yourself to a comfortable place on your mat, in your room, wherever that might be, and come lay down onto your back. So you can keep your feet about hip width apart, your chin tucked just slightly, and you can bring your hands by your side. As you begin your next inhale, we'll start in our bellies with our 3-part breath. So as your belly expands, then move up to the chest and the lungs. Fill up that entire body. And as you exhale, like a wave, deplete the lungs, the chest, and then draw the navel down and inward. I'll demo this. Inhale, belly. Exhale, lungs, chest, and deplete the belly. Inhale, belly rises, chest expands, fill up your lungs. As you exhale, deplete the lungs, let the chest collapse, draw the navel in. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. And on your next inhale, reach your arms overhead, stretch the body, give yourself a nice long body stretch. And as you exhale, tuck the knees to the chest and give yourself a nice tight squeeze. We'll take our knees to the right and use that top arm to help lift us up to a comfortable seated position. Now in your seated position, you can decide to sit with your legs crossed. You can sit with on your knees. You can maybe slide something underneath your seat to elevate your hips slightly, like I am doing here. You can use whatever you have on hand. Today we have a towel. And let's just begin by closing the eyes, tuck the chin to the chest. And as you sweep your arms up overhead, let your palms touch on the inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, sweep the arms up and around, palms touch overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. In and out through the nose. On your next inhale, crack open those eyes. And let's take your right hand by your side. Reach the left arm up and over. As you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, take your right arm up and over. Relax your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Let's do it 2 more times. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. 1 more. Inhale. And out. Nice job. Let's come back to that neutral. So we've already now moved our body or our spine in that lateral flexion. We'll take a twist now. Inhale the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, twist as you bring your right hand behind you, left hand outside of your right knee. Inhale back to center, arms overhead, lengthen, and as you exhale, twist to the opposite side. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, we come to center as you lengthen. Exhale, take your twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. 1 more each side. Inhale, center. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale and twist. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale, lengthen, come back to center. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And let's go ahead and roll over these shins and come onto your knees. We'll come into a tabletop position, right? So we've done two ways of our spine already, lateral and a twist. Let's now take our forward fold and a little bit of our back bend, and we'll do that through our cat-cow. So first, check your form in your tabletop position. Your shoulders should be in line with your wrists and your hips in line with your knees. As you inhale, curl your toes, drop the belly, reach your shoulders down and back as you arch that spine. And as you exhale, uncurl the toes, round through the spine, bring the chin to the chest and push the ground away with your palms. Inhale, curl the toes, drop the belly, shine your chest. And exhale, uncurl, round the toes, chin to chest. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. We breathe in and out through the nose. Nice steady breath. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral tabletop position. Take any movement you like. Maybe send the hips left to right. Move around a little bit. Maybe circle the hips. Waking up the body just slightly here. Waking up our hips. As you take those hip circles, take the opposite direction. And then come back to a neutral tabletop position. Take a round of thread the needle. So as you inhale, lift your left arm up to the sky, gaze up. And as you exhale, thread the left arm under the right. Drop your left shoulder and left ear to the mat. You can stay here. You can take your right hand to the top right corner. This is just lengthening out the right side body here. You can move if you need to move. And if you want to add some strength in here, you can extend your your right leg, reach it up and back and lengthen through that whole right side body. If you take this option, try and lengthen through the toes as you point your feet. Really extend the leg. Take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, if you have the right leg extended, bring your right knee back to the earth. Take your right hand back next to your face, and then use that palm to lift you back up. Left arm comes up as you inhale. Exhale, plant your left hand back down. Come into that neutral tabletop. And let's go ahead and take one round of those cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round the spine. Let's do the other side. Now, as you come back to that neutral tabletop, we'll inhale the right arm all the way up. Then as you exhale, thread the needle, drop your right shoulder, drop that right ear down. Now you can stay here. Maybe extend your left arm to the top left corner and lengthen out the left side body here. Take any movement if that feels nice for you. If you want to lengthen and strengthen a little bit here, you can extend your left leg back. Go ahead and point that toe and try and imagine lengthening through the toes, finding space in the hip and in throughout the length of the leg. Beautiful. Breathe. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your left knee back to the mat if it was extended. If your left hand was extended, bring your left hand back to the face. And as you inhale, press the ground away with your left palm. Reach your right arm up. And as you exhale, bring that right hand back down to the ground. Take an inhale. And exhale, spread your knees to the edges of the mat. And let's go ahead and take a child's pose as you bring your heels back to your seat. And your third eye hits the ground. Now you can relax your arms, or you can stay like I am in an active child's pose, which has my fingertips lifted. So I'm tented up on the fingertips. My wrists are off the ground. My forearms and elbows are off the mat. I can push my fingertips into the mat and try and lengthen my spine and get my hips closer to my heels. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Through the nose, steady breath. On your next inhale, come back to that neutral tabletop position. So bring the knees closer in line with your hips, shoulders in line with those wrists. Take a breath. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and place the hands about 6 inches in front there. Curl your toes. Send your hips up high to a downward facing dog as you exhale. And begin to pedal it out. Maybe move the feet. Maybe shake the head, shake the hips. Take some movement in this first down dog. Now here we're getting fresh blood and oxygen to the brain, the face. It's a slight inversion here. So there's an opportunity for that blood to move around the body. Maybe if this is first thing in the morning, if you were sleeping, it's a good idea and good way to wake up the body and move the blood flow. Let's take another breath here. You can find stillness, reaching the heels to the back of the mat. Press your palms into the earth, send your hips up higher. Gaze between your thighs here, breathe. Now let's come high on your tippy toes if you can. And gaze just between your hands. So start to walk on your tippy toes till your feet meet your hands. You can take a flat foot or stay on those tippy toes. The option here and the reason for the tippy toes is to engage that core. When you take a flat foot, it's less engagement of the core. When you get to the top of the mat, go ahead and relax the head and neck. You can bend your knees and let's connect the belly to the thighs here. And then once your belly is connected to the thighs, in your ragdoll, you can just let the body hang. So feet are hip width apart. Maybe you grab opposite elbows as your head hangs heavy here. Take a few rounds of breath. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Maybe take one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release the arms if you have them crossed. And as you exhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to come up is the head and neck. Roll the shoulders down and back and bring the hands by your side. Let me face you for a moment. Coming into your Tadasana. Bring your hands to heart center. I'm just going to come down for the camera and you are ready for your day. Great job, yogis. Good start. Movements. We strengthen the spine. We stretched and strengthened. Activated our core. And we connected that breath. Good job.